Okay. Okay, the book of Exodus. Oh, let's see here. Okay, let's go. It's still starting later than I'd like, but let's do it. Okay, the second book of Moses, called in the Hebrew. Um, you know what? I'm not gonna try. And in the Latin, Exodus. That Hebrew looks a little bit different than I've seen before. Okay, so chapter one. These are the names of the children of Israel which came to Egypt with Jacob. Every man came with his household: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar and Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70, but Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel grew, increased, multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was full of them. And there rose up a new king in Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his folk, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are greater and mightier than we. Come on, let us play wisely with them, lest they multiply, and lest it happen that, if there chance any war, they join themselves unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them out of the land. Therefore did they set taskmasters over them to keep them under with burdens. And they built unto Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they vexed them, the more they multiplied and grew, so that they abhorred the children of Israel. And the Egyptians held the children of Israel in bondage without mercy. Therefore was their life bitter unto them in that cruel bondage, in clay and brick, and all manner of work in the fields. For all their bondage which they served them, which was full of tyranny. And the king of Egypt said unto the midwives of the Hebrews women, of which the one's name was Sephora and the other Puva, when ye do the office of a midwife to the woman of the Hebrews, and see in the birth time that it is a boy, ye shall kill it. But if it be a daughter, it shall live. Notwithstanding, the midwives feared God, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives, and said unto them, Why have ye dealt on this manner, and have saved the men children? And the midwives answered Pharaoh, and that the Hebrews women are not as the women of Egypt, for they are sturdy women, and are delivered ere the midwives come at them. And God therefore dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it fortuned, because the midwives feared God, he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, All the men children that are born cast into the river, and save the maid children alive. 2. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took a daughter of Levi, and the wife conceived and bare a son. And when she saw that it was a proper child, she hid him 3 months. And when she could no longer hide him, she took a basket of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and pitch, and laid the child therein, and put it in the flags by the river brink. And his sisters stood afar off, to wit what would come of it. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself in the river, and her maidens walked along by the river's side. And when she saw the basket among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw it was a child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on it, and said, It is one of the Hebrews' children. Then said his sister unto Pharaoh's daughter, Shall I go and call unto thee a nurse of the Hebrews' women to nurse thee the child? Pharaoh's daughter answered her, Go. And the maid ran and called the child's mother, to whom Pharaoh's daughter said, Take this child away and nurse it for me. I will reward thee. And the woman took the child and nursed it up, her own child. The child grew, and she brought it unto Pharaoh's daughter, and it was made her son. And she called the name of it Moses, because, said she, I took him out of the water. And it happened in those days, when Moses was waxed great, that he went out unto his brethren, and looked on their burdens, and spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, which was one of his brethren. And he looked round about, and when he saw no man by, he slew the Egyptian, and hid him in the sand. And when he was gone out another day, behold, two Hebrews strove together. And he said unto him that did the wrong, Wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? He answered, Who made thee a man of authority to judge us? Speakest thou to kill me, as thou killedst the Egyptian? And Moses feared, and said, Of a surety this thing is known. And Pharaoh heard of it, and went about to slay Moses. And Moses, fleeing from the face of Pharaoh, dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well's side. The priest of Midian had 7 daughters, which came and drew water, and filled the troughs, for to water their father's sheep. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them, and watered their sheep. And when they came to Raguel their father, he said, How happeneth it that ye are come so soon today? And they answered, A man of Egypt delivered us from the hand of the shepherds, and so drew us water, and watered the sheep. He said unto his daughters, And where is he? Why have ye so left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread. And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses Zipporah his daughter, which when she bare a son, called him Gershon. For he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. And she bare yet another son, whom he called Eleazar, saying, The God of my father is mine helper, and hath rid me out of the hands of Pharaoh. And it chanced in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by the reason of bondage, and cried. And their complaint came up unto God from the bondage, and God heard their moan. And God remembered his promise with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them. 3. Moses kept the sheep of Jethro his father-in-law, priest of Midian, and he drove the flock to the backside of the desert, and came to the mountain of God, Horeb. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Therefore Moses said, I will go now and see this great sight, how it cometh that the bush burneth not. And when the Lord saw that he came for to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. He answered, Here am I. And he said, Come not hither, put thy shoes off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. And he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the trouble of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry from the face of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrows, and am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them out of that land unto a good land, and a large, and unto a land that floweth with milk and honey, even unto the place of the Canaanites and Hittites, and Amorites, and Perizzites, and Hivites, and of the Jebusites. Now therefore the complaint of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppress them. Come thou therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And Moses said unto God, What am I, to go unto Pharaoh, and to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? And he answered, I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee, that I have sent thee. After that thou hast brought the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve God upon this mountain. And Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, I shall say unto them, The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you. And if they say unto me, What is his name? What answer shall I give them? And God answered Moses, I am that I am. And he said, This shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you. And God spake further unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob hath sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memory, my memorial into generation and generation. Go and gather the elders of Israel together, and thou shalt say unto them, The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob appeared unto me, and said, In visiting have I visited you, and know that which is done to you Okay. And that is, and I know that which is done to you in Egypt. And I have said, I will bring you out of the tribulation of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, and Amorites, and Perizzites, and Hivites, and Jebusites, even unto a land that floweth with milk and honey. And when they hear thy voice, then go, both thou and the elders of Israel shall go unto the king of Egypt, and say unto him, The Lord God of the Hebrews hath met with us. And now will we go therefore 3 days' journey into the wilderness, and do sacrifice unto the Lord our God. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go, no, not in a mighty hand. And I will stretch out mine hand and smite Egypt with all my wonders which I will do in the midst thereof. And after that he will let you go. And I will get this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that when ye go, ye shall not go empty, but a wife shall borrow of her neighbors, and of her that sojourneth in her house shall she borrow jewels of silver and gold and raiment, and ye shall put them on your sons and daughters, and shall rob the Egyptians, or spoil them. 4. Moses answered and said, let me see, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice, but will say, The Lord hath not appeared unto thee. And the Lord said unto him, What is that which is in thy hand? He answered, A rod. And he said, Cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from the sight of it. And the Lord said unto Moses, Put forth thine hand, and take it by the tail. And therefore he put forth his hand, and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. For this thing, saith he, shall they believe thee, that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Thrust thine hand into thy bosom. And he thrust his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out again, behold, his hand was leprous, even as snow. And he said, Put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh. Therefore, if they will not believe thee, neither hear the voice of the first token, yet will they believe for the voice of the second token. But, and if they will not believe the 2 signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, thou shalt take of the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land, and the water which thou takest out of the river shall turn to blood upon the dry land. Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent from yesterday and ere yesterday, and namely, since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow-mouthed and slow-tongued. And the Lord said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth? Or who hath made the dumb or the deaf, the seeing or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Therefore I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. He said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the Lord was angry with Moses, and said, Do not I know Aaron thy brother the Levite, that he can speak? For lo, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. Therefore thou shalt speak unto him, and put these words in his mouth, and I will teach you what ye ought to do. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people. He also shall be thy mouth, and thou shalt be his God. And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand, wherewith thou shalt do miracles. He shall be unto him as God. Therefore Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law again, and said unto him, I will go now and turn again unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. And the Lord said unto Moses in Midian, Go and return again into Egypt, for they are dead which went about to kill thee. And Moses took his wife and his sons, and put them on an ass, and went again to Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his hand, and the Lord said unto Moses, When thou art entered and come into Egypt again, see that thou do all these wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thy hand. But I will hold his heart, and he shall not let the people go. Hold back his heart. Or withhold. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord, Israel is mine eldest son. And I have said unto thee, that thou shouldest let my son go, that he may serve me. And thou wouldest not let him go. Behold, I will slay thine eldest son. And it chanced by the way in the inn that the Lord met him and would have killed him. And Zipporah took a stone and cut away the foreskin of her son, and fell at his feet and said, A bloody husband art thou unto me. Then he let him go. And she said, A bloody husband, because of the circumcision. Then said the Lord unto Aaron, Go meet Moses in the wilderness. And he went and met him in the mount of God, and kissed him. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord which had sent him, and all the tokens which he had charged him withal. So went Moses and Aaron, and gathered all the elders of the children of Israel. And Aaron told all the words which the Lord had spoken unto Moses, and did the miracles in the sight of the people, and the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel, and had looked upon their tribulation, they bowed their head and worshipped. 5. Moses and Aaron went in afterward, and told Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go, that they may keep holy day unto me in the wilderness. And Pharaoh said, Who is the Lord, that I should hear his voice, and let Israel go? I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go. And they said, the God of the Hebrews hath met with us, and therefore will we go 3 days' journey in the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord our God, lest there happen unto us either pestilence or sword. Then said the king of Egypt unto them, Wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their work? Get you unto your labor. And Pharaoh said furthermore, Behold, there is much people now in the land, and you make them leave their work. And Pharaoh commanded the same day unto the taskmasters which were among the people, and unto the officers, saying, Ye shall give the people no more straw to make brick withal, as he did in time past. Let them go and gather them straw themselves, and the number of brick which they were wont to make in time past lay unto their charges also, and minish nothing thereof. For they be idle, and therefore cry, saying, We will go and do sacrifice unto our God. They must have more work laid upon them, that they may labor therein, and not regard vain words. Then went the taskmasters of the people and the officers out, and told the people, Thus saith Pharaoh, I will give you no more straw. Go yourselves and gather you straw where ye can find it, yet shall none of your labor be minished. And so were the people scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt, for to gather stubble instead of straw. And the taskmasters hasted them forward, saying, Fulfill our work day by day, even as if ye had straw. And the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten. And they said unto them, Wherefore have ye not fulfilled your task in making brick, both yesterday and today, as well as in times past? Like in times past. The officers also of the children of Israel came and complained unto Pharaoh, saying, Wherefore dealest thou thus with thy servants? There is no straw given to thy servants. And they say unto us, Make brick. And thy servants are beaten, and thy people is foul entreated. Foul treated. He said, Idle are ye, idle. And therefore ye say, We will go and do sacrifice unto the Lord. Go therefore now and work, and there shall no straw be given you, and yet shall ye deliver the whole tale of brick. And the officers of the children of Israel did with heaviness look on them that said, Ye shall minish nothing of your daily making of brick. And they met Moses and Aaron, which stood in their way as they came out from Pharaoh, and said unto them, The Lord look upon you and judge you, which hath made the savour of us stink in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of his servants. The eyes. And have put a sword in their hand to slay us. Moses returned unto the Lord, and said, Lord, wherefore hast thou dealt cruelly with this people, and wherefore hast thou sent me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name, he hath fared foul with this folk, and yet thou hast not delivered thy people at all. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Now shalt thou see what I will do unto Pharaoh, for in a mighty hand shall he let them go, and in a mighty hand shall he drive them out of his land. 6. And God spake unto Moses, and said unto him, I am the Lord. I appeared unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as an almighty God, and in my name Jehovah was I not known unto them. Moreover, I made an appointment with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrimage, wherein they were strangers. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage, and have remembered my covenant, Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord. I will bring you out from the burdens of the Egyptians, and will rid you out of their bondage, and will deliver you in a stretched out arm, and in great judgments. And I will take you for my people, and will be to you a God. And ye shall know that I am the Lord your God, which bring you out from the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will bring you unto the land concerning the which I did lift up my hand to give it unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and will give it unto you for a possession, even in the Lord. And Moses told the children of Israel even so. But they hearkened not unto Moses, for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Go in and speak unto Pharaoh king of Egypt, that he let the children of Israel go out of his land. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, Behold, the children of Israel hearken not unto me. How then shall Pharaoh hear me, which am of uncircumcised lips? And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, and gave them a charge unto the children of Israel, and unto Pharaoh king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. I think that's a summary kind of statement. These be the heads of their fathers' houses. The children of Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, are these: Hanok and Palu, Hezron and Carmi. These be the households of Reuben. The children of Simeon, Gemuel and Jamin, Ohad and Jachin, Zoar and Saul, the son of a Canaanitish wife. These are the kindreds of Simeon. These also are the names of the children of Levi in their generations, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. Levi lived 137 years. The sons of Gershon, Libni and Shimei, by their kindreds. The children of Kohath, Amram and Izahar, Hebron and Uzziel. And Kohath lived 133 years. The children of Merari, Mahali and Mushi, these are the kindreds of Levi by their generations. Amram took Jochebed his niece, but I think in King James it's his father's sister, to wife, and she bare him Aaron and Moses and Miriam. And Amram lived 137 years. The children of Izahar, Korah, Nepheg, and Sikri. The children of Uzziel, Mishael, Elzaphan, and Sitri. And Aaron took Elizabah, daughter of Aminadab, and sister of Nahshon, to wife, which bare him Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. The children of Korah, Ashir, and Elkanah, and Abiasaiah. These are the kindreds of the Korathites. Eleazar, Aaron's son, took him one of the daughters of Putiel to wife, which bare him Phinehas, and these are the principal fathers of the Levites throughout their kindreds. This is that Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, Carry the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, according to their armies. These are that Moses and Aaron, which spake to Pharaoh king of Egypt, that they might bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. And in the day when the Lord spake unto Moses in the land of Egypt, he spake unto him, saying, I am the Lord. Speak thou unto Pharaoh the king of Egypt all that I say unto thee. And Moses said before the Lord, Behold, I am of uncircumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh give me audience? 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, Behold, I have made thee Pharaoh's God, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I commanded thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and multiply my miracles and my words in the land of Egypt. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may set mine hand upon Egypt, and bring out mine armies, and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt, in great judgments. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt, and bring out the children of Israel from among them. Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded them, even so did they. Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83, when they spake unto Pharaoh. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, If Pharaoh speak unto you, saying, Show a wonder, thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod, and cast it before Pharaoh, that it may be a serpent. Then went Moses and Aaron in unto Pharaoh, and did even as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast forth his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it turned to a serpent. Then Pharaoh called for the wise men and enchanters, And those wise men of Egypt did in like manner with their sorcery. Well, with their sorcery. I thought I was going to say with their rods. For they cast down every man his rod, and they turned to serpents. But Aaron's rod did eat up their rods, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart. And he hearkened not unto them, even as the Lord had said. The Lord also said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened, he refuseth to let the people go. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning, lo, he will come unto the water. And thou shalt stand upon the river's brink against he come. And the rod which turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thine hand, and thou shalt say unto him, The Lord God of the Hebrews hath sent me unto thee, saying, Let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear. Thus saith the Lord, and this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the staff that is in mine hand the water that is in the river, and it shall turn to blood. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and it shall grieve the Egyptians to drink of the water of the river. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Take thy staff, and stretch out thine hand over the waters of Egypt, over their streams, over their rivers and ponds, and all pools of water, which they have, that they may be blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and also of stone. And Moses and Aaron did even as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the staff, and smote the waters that were in the river in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants, and all the waters that was in the river turned into blood. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the waters of the river. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. And the enchanters of Egypt did likewise with their sorceries, and And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, neither did he hearken unto them, as the Lord had said. And Pharaoh turned himself, and went again into his house, and set not his heart thereunto. And the Egyptians digged round about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. And it continued a week after that the Lord had smitten the river. 8. The Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. If thou wilt not let them go, behold, I will smite all thy border with frogs, and the river shall scrawl or crawl with frogs, which shall go up and come into thine house, and into thy privy chamber where thou sleepest, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and upon thy meats. And the frogs shall come upon thee, and on thy people, and upon all thy servants. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch forth thine hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, that thou mayest bring up frogs upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. And the sorcerers did likewise with their sorcery, and brought frogs up upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and said, Pray ye unto the Lord, that he may take away the frogs from me, and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Rejoice thou over me, and appoint when I shall pray for thee and for thy servants, and for thy people, to drive away the frogs from thee and thy houses, and that they may remain but in the river only. Appoint when? He said, Tomorrow. And he said, Even as thou hast said, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God. And so the frogs shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, from thy servants, and from thy people, and shall remain in the river only. Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Lord upon the appointment of frogs, which he had made unto Pharaoh. And the Lord did according to the saying of Moses. And the frogs died out of the houses, out of the courts and fields, and they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank of them. And when Pharaoh saw that he had rest given him, he hardened his heart, and hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may turn to lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so. And Aaron stretched out his hand, and with his rod he smote the dust of the earth, which turned to lice, in men and beast, so that all the dust of the land turned to lice. throughout all the land of Egypt. And the enchanters essayed likewise with their enchantments to bring forth life, but they could not. They attempted. They said, Then said the enchanters unto Pharaoh, It is the finger of God. And the Pharaoh's heart remained obstinate, and he hearkened not unto them, even as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, for he will come forth unto the water, and thou shalt say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send all manner of flies, both upon thee and thy servants, and thy people, and into the houses. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of flies, and the ground whereon they are. And the land of Goshen, where my people are, will I cause to be wonderful in that day, so that there shall no flies be there, whereby thou shalt know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. And I will put a division between my people and thine, and even tomorrow shall this miracle be done. And the Lord did even so. And there came noisome flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt. And the land was corrupt with these flies. And Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and said, Go and do sacrifice unto your God in the land. And Moses answered, It is not meet that we do so. For then we must offer unto the Lord our God that which is an abomination unto the Egyptians. And if we sacrifice that which is an abomination unto the Egyptians before their eyes, should they not stone us? We will go 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord our God as he hath commanded us. And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that you may sacrifice unto the Lord your God in the wilderness. But go not far away. Pray for me. Pray for me. And Moses said, Behold, I will go out from thee, and pray unto the Lord, that the flies may depart from Pharaoh, and from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let Pharaoh from henceforth deceive no more, that he will not let the people go to sacrifice unto the Lord. And Moses went out from Pharaoh, and prayed unto the Lord, and the Lord did according to the saying of Moses. And the flies departed from Pharaoh, and from his servants, and from his people, and there remained not one. And Pharaoh hardened his heart even then also, and did not let the people go. 9. Let's see, where am I? Oh, I was behind a page. Oops. The Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and thou shalt tell him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Tell my people, let my people go, that they may serve me. If thou wilt not let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy flock which is in the field, for upon horses, asses, camels, oxen, and sheep there shall be a mighty great moraine. And the Lord shall do wonderfully between the beasts of Israel and the beasts of Egypt, so that there shall nothing die of all that pertaineth to the children of Israel. And the Lord appointed a time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall finish this word in the land. And the Lord did it on the morrow. And all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the children, not one cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, that he would not let the people go. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, Take your hands full of ashes out of the furnace, and Moses shall sprinkle it up into the air in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall turn to dust in all the land of Egypt, that there may be swelling sores with blains, both on man and beast, throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes out of the furnace, and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up into the air, and there were sores with blains, both in men and in beasts. And the sorcerers could not stand before Moses because of the blains, for there were botches upon the enchanters and upon all the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said unto Moses. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and thou shalt tell him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me, or else I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and on thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out mine hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt perish from the earth. And in very deed, for this cause have I kept thee, for to show thee my power, and that they might declare my name throughout all the world. Yet thou exaltest thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow this time I will send down a mighty great hail, even such a one as was not in Egypt, since it was grounded unto this time. Grounded. Such as was not, since it was grounded unto this time. Send therefore now, and gather thy beasts, and all that thou hast in the field, for upon all the men and the beasts which are found in the field, and not brought home, shall the hail fall, and they shall die. And as many as feared the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh made their servants and their beasts flee into the houses. But he that regarded not the word of the Lord left his servants and his beasts in the field. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch forth thine hand unto heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beasts, and upon all the herbs of the field throughout all the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched out his rod unto heaven, and the Lord thundered and hailed, and the fire ran along upon the ground. And the Lord so hailed in the land of Egypt, that there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, so grievous, and such as there was none throughout all the land of Egypt, since people inhabited it. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote all the herbs of the field, and broke all the trees of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was no hail. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have now sinned. The Lord is righteous, and I and my people are ungodly. Pray ye unto the Lord, for it is much that there should be thunders of God and hail. It is much. I will let you go, and ye shall tarry no longer. Moses said unto him, As soon as I am out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord, and the thunder shall cease. Neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is the Lord's. But I know that thou and thy servants yet fear not the face of the Lord God. And so the flax and the barley were smitten, for the barley was shut up, and the flax was bold. The flax was bold, stripped. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were late sown. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands unto the Lord. And the thunder and hail ceased, neither rained it upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and thunder were ceased, he sinned again, and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord had said, by the hand of Moses. 10. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart, and the heart of his servants, that I might put these my signs amongst them, and that thou tell in the audience of thy son, and of thy son's son, what things I have done in Egypt, and the miracles which I have done among them, that they may know how that I am the Lord. And so Moses and Aaron came unto Pharaoh, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, How long shall it be ere thou wilt submit thyself unto me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Or else, if thou do resist, and wilt not let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring grasshoppers into thy coasts, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that it cannot be seen, and they shall eat the residue which remaineth unto you, and is escaped from the hail. And they shall eat every green tree that beareth you fruit in the field, and they shall fill thy houses, and all thy servants' houses, and the houses of all the Egyptians, after such a manner as neither thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen, since the time they were upon the earth unto this day. And he turned himself about, and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said unto him, How long shall he be a slander unto us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Knowest thou not that Egypt is destroyed? And Moses and Aaron were brought again unto Pharaoh, and he said, Then go and serve the Lord your God. Who are they that shall go? And Moses answered, We will go with our young and with our old, yea, and with our sons and with our daughters, and with our sheep and with our oxen we must go, for we must hold a feast unto the Lord. And he said unto them, Let it be so. The Lord be with you. When I let you go, and your children also, take heed, for ye have some mischief in hand. Take heed, for ye have some mischief in hand. Nay, not so, but go, they that are men, and serve the Lord, for that was your desire. And they thrust them out of Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand over the land of Egypt for grasshoppers, that they may come unto the land upon the land of Egypt, and eat all the herbs of the land, and all that the hail left behind. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And in the morning the east wind brought the grasshoppers, and the grasshoppers went up over all the land of Egypt, and remained in all quarters of Egypt very grievously. Before them were no such grasshoppers, neither after them shall be, for they covered all the face of the earth, so that the land was dark. And they did eat all the herbs of the land, and all the fruits of the trees, and whatsoever the hail had left. There was no green things left in the trees and herbs of the field through all the land of Egypt. Therefore Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste, and said, I have sinned against the Lord your God, and against you. And now forgive me my sin only this once, and pray unto the Lord your God, that he may take away from me this death only. And Moses went out from Pharaoh, and prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord turned a mighty strong west wind, and it took away the grasshoppers, and cast them into the Red Sea, so that there was not one grasshopper in all the coast of Egypt. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand unto heaven, that there may be upon the land of Egypt darkness, which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand unto heaven, and there was a thick darkness upon all the land of Egypt 3 days long. No man saw another, neither rose up from the place where he was by the space of 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light where they dwelled. And Pharaoh called for Moses and said, Go and serve the Lord, only yet your sheep and your oxen abide, and let your children go with you. And Moses said, Thou must give us also offerings and burnt offerings for to sacrifice unto the Lord our God. Our cattle also shall go with us, and there shall not one hoof be left behind, for thereof must we take to serve the Lord our God. Neither do we know what we shall offer unto the Lord until we come thither. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said unto him, Get thee from me, and take heed to thyself, and see my face no more. And whensoever thou comest in my sight, thou shalt die. And Moses said, Let it be as thou hast said, I will see thy face no more. 11. And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt, and after that he will let you go hence. And when he letteth you go, he shall utterly drive you hence. Speak thou therefore in the ears of the people, that every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbors, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord shall give the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lend you. Moreover, Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, Thus saith the Lord, At midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, even from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth on this seat, unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstgendered of the cattle. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was never none like, nor shall be. But among the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue, nor yet man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord, by a great miracle, putteth a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And these thy servants shall all come down unto me, and fall before me, and say, Get thee out, and all the people that are under thee, and then will I depart. And he went out from Pharaoh with an angry countenance. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hear you, and that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders, and tokens which are written before Pharaoh. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. 12. Okay. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, and the first month of the year shall it be unto you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month every man take unto him a lamb according to the house of the fathers, a lamb throughout every house. If the household be too little for the lamb, let him take his neighbor which is next unto his house, according to the number of the souls. Every one of you, according to his eating, shall make your count for a lamb. Make your count, your number, the number of people, to one lamb. And let the lamb of yours be without blemish, a male of a year old, which ye shall take out from among the sheep, or from among the goats. And ye shall keep him until the 14th day of the same month, and every man of the multitude of Israel shall kill him about even. And they shall take of the blood, and strike it on the 2 side posts, and on the upper door post, even in the houses, where they shall eat him. And they shall eat the flesh the same night, roast with fire, and with unleavened bread, and with sour herbs they shall eat it. See that ye eat not thereof raw, nor sodden, or seethed in water, but roast with fire, the head, feet, and purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it to remain unto the morning. That which remaineth of it until the morrow shall ye burn with fire. Of this manner shall ye eat it with your loins girded, and your shoes on your feet, and your staves in your hands. And ye shall eat it in haste, for it is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this same night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both of man and beast, and upon all the gods of Egypt will I, the Lord, do execution. And the blood shall be upon you a token. The blood shall be unto you a token in the houses wherein ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you a remembrance, and ye shall keep it holy unto the Lord, even throughout your generations shall ye keep it holy day, that it be a custom forever. "7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread, and the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be plucked out from Israel. The first day shall be an holy convocation, and the 7th day shall be an holy convocation unto you. There shall be no manner of work done in them, save about that only which every man must eat. That only may ye do. And ye shall observe unleavened bread." Observe and do this ordinance. "For this same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore ye shall observe this day, and all your children after you, by a custom forever. The 1st month, and the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat sweet bread unto the 21st day of the month at even again. 7 days shall there be no leavened bread found in your houses. And whosoever eateth leavened bread, that soul shall be rooted out from the multitude of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened, but in all your habitations shall ye eat sweet bread. I wonder if this sweet is used like just to mean fresh, like sweet water. Moses called for the elders of Israel and said unto them, Choose out and you take you to every household of you a sheep, and kill it for Passover. And take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the upper post and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you go out at the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will go about to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the upper door post and on the two side posts, he will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your house to plague you. Therefore shall you observe this thing, that it be an ordinance both to thee and thy sons forever. And when you be come into the land which the Lord will give you, according as he hath promised, ye shall keep this service. And when your children ask you, What manner of service is this ye do? Ye shall say, It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, which passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, as he smote the Egyptians, and saved our houses. And the people bowed themselves and worshipped. And the children of Israel went and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, even so did they. And at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his seat, unto the firstborn of the captive that was in prison, and all the firstgendered of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great crying in Egypt, for there was no house where there was not one dead. And he called unto Moses and Aaron by night, saying, Rise up and get you out from among my people, both ye and also the children of Israel, and go and serve the Lord as ye have said, and take your sheep and your droves with you as ye have said, and depart and bless me. And the Egyptians were fierce upon the people, that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We die all. We die all. And the people took their dough before it was soured, and their victuals bound in clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the saying of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver, jewels of gold, and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they granted such things as they required. And they robbed the Egyptians, or spoiled. And the children of Israel took their journey from Ramses to Succoth, 600,000 men of foot, beside children. And much common people went out also with them, and sheep and oxen, an exceeding great flock. And they baked sweet cakes of the dough which they brought out of Egypt, for it was not soured. For when they were thrust out by the Egyptians, they could not tarry to prepare themselves any provision of meat or food. The dwelling of the children of Israel, which they dwelled in Egypt, was 430 years. Dwelling for a time span. Dwelling to mean a time span. And when the 430 years were expired, even the self-same day departed all the hosts of the Lord out of the land of Egypt. It is a night to be observed to the Lord, in the which he brought them out of the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord, which all the children of Israel must keep throughout their generations. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, This is the law of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but every servant that is bought for money, after that thou hast circumcised him, shall eat thereof. A stranger and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt carry none of the flesh out of the house, out at the house. Thou shalt carry none of the flesh out at the house. Okay. Neither shall you break a bone thereof. All the multitude shall observe it. If a stranger also dwell among you, and will hold Passover unto the Lord, let him circumcise all that be males, and let him come and observe it. and he shall be as one that is born in the land. For the uncircumcised person shall not eat thereof. One manner of law shall be unto him that is born in the land, and unto the stranger that dwelleth among you. And all the children of Israel did as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, even so did they. In the selfsame day did the Lord bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt with their armies. 13. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, that open all manner matrices among the children of Israel, as well of man as of beast, for it is mine. As well of man as of beast. Okay. And Moses said unto the people, Think on this day in which ye came out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, for through a mighty hand the Lord brought you out from thence. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. This day come ye out in the month when corn beginneth to ripe. When the Lord hath brought thee into the land of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Hivites, and Jebusites, which he sware unto thy fathers, that he would give thee a land wherein milk and honey floweth, thou shalt keep this service in this same month. 7 days thou shalt eat sweet bread, and in the 7th day it shall be, it is the feast of the Lord. Oops. Oh. Sweet bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen, nor yet leaven with thee in all thy quarters. Okay. There shall no leavened bread be seen, nor yet leaven be with thee in all thy quarters. I misclicked something here. Okay. Wow. Okay. And thou shalt show thy son in that day, saying, This is done because of that which the Lord did unto me when I came out of Egypt. And it shall be a sign unto thee upon thine hand, and for a remembrance between thine eyes, and that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth. For in a strong hand the Lord brought thee out of Egypt. Keep therefore his ordinance in his season from year to year. And it will come to pass that the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, which he sware unto thee and to thy fathers, and shall give it thee. And then thou shalt appoint unto the Lord all that openeth the matrice, and every cast thing that first doth open the matrice of a beast which thou hast, if they be males, they shall be the Lord's. And every first gendered of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. If thou redeem him not, thou shalt break his neck. All the firstborn among the children also shalt thou buy out, or redeem. And when thy son asketh thee tomorrow, saying, What is this? Tomorrow being the future. Saying, What is this? Thou shalt say unto him, With a mighty hand the Lord brought us out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And when Pharaoh was loath to let us go, the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, as well the firstborn of man as of beast. Therefore I sacrifice unto the Lord all the males that open the matrice, and all the firstborn of the children I redeem. And this shall be a token upon thine hand, and a remembrance between thine eyes, that the Lord brought us out of Egypt through a mighty hand. It came to pass that when Pharaoh had let the people go, God carried them not through the way and land of the Philistines, which was the more nigh way, more near way. Actually, more nigh is near. But God said, Lest the people haply repent when they see war, and so turn again to Egypt. But God led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt. Equipped. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he made the children of Israel swear, saying, God will surely visit you, and ye shall take my bones away hence with you. And they took their journey from Succoth, and abode in Etam, in the edge of the wilderness. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, that they might go both by day and by night. The pillar of the cloud departed not by day, nor the pillar of fire by night, out of the sight of the people. 14. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, that they turn and remain before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdal and the sea, over against Belzephon, and before that shall they pitch by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, They are tangled in the land, the wilderness hath shut them in. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after you, and I will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his host. The Egyptians also shall know that I am the Lord. And they did even so. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants turned against the people, and they said, Why have we this done, that we have let Israel go out of our service? Go out of our service. And he made ready his chariots, and took his people with him, and took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains upon every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh king of Egypt, and he followed after the children of Israel. But the children of Israel went out with an high hand, and the Egyptians followed after them, and all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his host overtook them, abiding by the sea, beside Pi-hahiroth, before Belzephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians followed after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. But they said unto Moses, Because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou therefore brought us away for to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou served us thus, for to carry us out of Egypt? Did not we tell thee this in Egypt, saying, Let us be in rest, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than for to die in the wilderness. And Moses said unto the people, Fear ye not, stand still, and behold how the Lord shall save you this day. For ye that have seen the Egyptians this day shall see them no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the Lord said unto Moses, Wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. But lift thou up thy rod, and stretch out thy hand over the sea, and divide it asunder, and let the children of Israel go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And behold, I will harden the heart of the Egyptians, that they may follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh, and upon all his host, and upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the angel of God, which went before the host of Israel, removed and began to go behind them. And the clouden pillar that was before the face of them began to stand behind them, and came between the host of the Egyptians and the host of Israel. It was also a dark cloud, and gave light by night, and all the night long the one came not at the other. The one host came not against the other host. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the Lord carried away the sea by a very strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went out into the midst of the sea, upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on the right hand and on their left hand. And the Egyptians followed and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And in the morning watch the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians out of the fiery and cloudy pillar, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off his chariot wheels, and carried them away violently, so that the Egyptians said, Let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand over the sea, and that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and it came again to his course early in the morning, and the Egyptians fled against it. And the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea, and the water returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen, and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them, so that there remained not one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land through the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on the right hand of them and on the left. Thus the Lord delivered Israel the selfsame day out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seaside. And Israel saw the mighty power which the Lord showed upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Lord, and believed the Lord and his servant Moses. 15. And I think I'll read through 20, which is the half of the book. Then Moses and the children of Israel sang this song unto the Lord, and said, I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and him that rode upon him hath he overthrown in the sea. The Lord is my strength and praise, and he is become my salvation. He is my God, and I will glorify him, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The deep waters have covered them. They sunk to the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, Lord, hath all to dashed the enemy. All to dashed the enemy. And in thy great glory thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them even as stubble. Through the wind of thy nostrils the water gathered together. The floods stood still as an heap, and the deep water congealed together in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will follow on them, I will overtake them, I will divide the spoil, I will satisfy my lust upon them. I will draw my sword, mine hand shall destroy them. Thou blewest with thy wind, the sea covered them, they sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among gods? Who is like thee, so glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, showing wonders? Thou stretchedst out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou in thy mercy hast carried this people which thou deliveredst, and hast brought them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. The nations heard and were afraid. Sorrow came upon the Philistines. Then the dukes of the Edomites were amazed, and the mightiest of the Moabites, trembling came upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan waxed faint-hearted. And let fear and dread fall upon them in the greatness of thine. Let them be as still as a stone, till the people pass through, O Lord, while this people pass through, which thou hast gotten. Thou shalt bring them in, and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, the place, the Lord, which thou hast made for to dwell in the sanctuary. Made for dwelling in. Oh. The place, Lord, which thou hast made for to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which thy hands have prepared. The Lord shall reign forever alway. For Pharaoh's horse went in with his chariots and horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea, and Miriam, a prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women came out after her with timbrels and dances. And Miriam sang before them, Sing ye unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he overthrown in the sea. And so Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. I'm not sure where the song ends. And they went 3 days long in the wilderness, and found no waters. Okay. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of the place was called Marah, that is to say, bitterness. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, What shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made them an ordinance and a law, and there he proved him. And said, If thou wilt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and wilt give ear unto his commandments, and keep all his ordinances, Then will I put none of these diseases upon thee, which I brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord which healeth, or for I am the Lord that healeth thee. So you can use a Y in place of an E here and there. Proved, or proved, I suppose. 16. But that must be a rare case. The children of Israel came to Elim, where were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they abode there by the waters. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the whole company of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, the 15th day of the second month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. And the whole multitude of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said unto them, Would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, the boiling pots, and when we did eat bread, our bellies full, for ye have brought us out into this wilderness, to kill this whole multitude with hunger. Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven to you, and the people shall go out and gather day by day, that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no. The 6th day they shall prepare for themselves that which they will bring in, and let it be twice as much as they gather in daily on the 6th day. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, At even ye shall know that it is the Lord which brought you out of the land of Egypt. And in the morning ye shall see the glory of the Lord, because he hath heard your grudgings against the Lord. And what are we that ye have murmured against us? Says Aaron. And what are we that ye have murmured against us? Well, and Moses said, At even shall the Lord give you flesh to eat, and in the morning bread enough, for the Lord hath heard your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. For what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. And Moses spake unto Aaron, Say unto all the company of the children of Israel, Come forth before the Lord, for he hath heard your grudgings. And as Aaron spake unto the whole multitude of the children of Israel, they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmuring of the children of Israel. Tell them therefore, and say, At even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. And at even quails came, and covered the ground where they lay. And in the morning the dew lay round about the host. And when the dew was fallen, behold, it lay upon the ground in the wilderness, small and round and thin, as the hoar frost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said every one to his neighbor, It is manna. For they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, This is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat. This is the word which the Lord hath commanded. Gather it every man for himself to eat, a gomer full for a man according to the number of you. Homer. And take every man for them which are in his tent. Take every man also for them which are in his tent. And the children of Israel did even so, and gathered, some more, some less. And when they did meet or measure it with a gomer, unto him that had gathered much. Okay. And when they did meet it with a gomer, unto him that had gathered much remained nothing over, and unto him that had gathered little was there no lack. Every man gathered sufficient for his eating. And Moses said unto them, See that no man let aught remain of it till the morning. Notwithstanding they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left of it until the morning, and it waxed full of worms and stank. And Moses was angry with them. And they gathered it all mornings, every man for his eating. And as soon as the heat of the sun came, it melted. cool past tense forms. And the 6th day they gathered twice so much bread, 2 gomers for 1 man, and all the rulers of the multitude came and told Moses. He said unto them, This is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake, and seethe that which you will seethe, and that which remaineth, lay it up till the morning. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it stank not, neither bred there any worm therein. And Moses said, That eat this day, for it is the Sabbath unto the Lord. Today ye shall not find it in the field. 6 days shall ye gather it, and in the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, there shall be none. Notwithstanding there went out some of the people in the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And the Lord said unto Moses, How long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? See, the Lord hath given you a Sabbath, therefore he giveth you the 6th day bread for 2 days. Bide therefore every man at home, and let no man go out of his place the 7th day. And the people rested the 7th day, and the house of Israel called it manna. The bread. And it was like unto coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like unto wafers made with honey. And Moses said, This is that which the Lord commandeth, fill a gomer of it, which may be kept for your children after you, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt. And Moses spake unto Aaron, Take a cruse, and put a gomer full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your children after you, as the Lord commanded Moses. So Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel did eat manna 40 years, until they came unto a land inhabited. And so they did eat manna, even until they came unto the borders of the land of Canaan. A gomer is the 10th part of an ephah, also called a homer, I think. 17. And all the company of the children of Israel throughout their armies went from the wilderness of Sin after the commandment of the Lord, and pitched in Rephidim, where was no water for the people to drink. And the people chode with Moses and said, Give us water to drink. Moses said unto them, Why chide ye with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Lord? There the people thirsted for water. And the people murmured against Moses, and said, Wherefore hast thou thus brought us out of Egypt, to kill us, and our children and cattle with thirst? And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, What shall I do unto this people? They be almost ready to stone me. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel, and thy rod wherewith thou smotest the river, take in thine hand, and go. Behold, I stand before thee beside a rock that is in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out thereof, that the people may drink. And Moses did even so before the eyes of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, Is the Lord among us or not? Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said unto Joshua, Choose us out men, and go fight with Amalek. And tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill, and the rod of God shall be in my hand. Joshua did as Moses bade him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses and Aaron and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it happened that when Moses held up his hand, Israel had the better, and when he let his hand down, Amalek had the better. But when Moses' hands were heavy, and therefore they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat down thereon. Oh, but Moses' hands were heavy. I added a word there. Therefore they put a stone, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands remained steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people, with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, Write this for a remembrance in a book, and commit it unto the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses made an altar and called the name of it. This is the name of the altar. The Lord is he that worketh miracles for me. I like how they translate all the names a lot of the time. For he said, The hand is on the seat of God. The hand is on the seat of God. The Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. The hand is on the seat of God. And I guess hand meaning power or advantage, perhaps. 18. Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel his people, and that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. Therefore he took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back, and her 2 sons, of which the one was called Gershon, for he said, I have been an alien in a strange land. The name of the other was Eleazar, for the God of my father, said he, was mine helper, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. How do I describe this? These are the reasons for their names, or this kind of the story behind their names. The name of the other was Eleazar, for the God of my father said he was mine help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his 2 sons and his wife unto Moses into the wilderness, where he abode by the mount of God. And he said unto Moses, I thy father-in-law Jethro am come to thee, and thy wife also, and her 2 sons with her. And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, and did obeisance, and kissed him, and each asked other of his health. And they came into the tent. Each asked other, in other words, asked each other. And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done unto Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all the travail that had happened them by the way, and how the Lord delivered them. And Jethro rejoiced over all the goodness which the Lord had done to Israel, and because he had delivered them out of the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Blessed be the Lord, which hath delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, which hath also delivered his people from the captivity of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing whereby that they dealt cruelly with them, are they themselves perished. In the same thing whereby they dealt cruelly, they are themselves perished. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, offered burnt offerings and sacrifices unto God. And Aaron and all the elders of Israel came to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God. And it chanced on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood about Moses from morning until evening. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did unto the people, he said, What is this that thou doest unto the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand about thee from morning unto even? And Moses said unto his father-in-law, Because the people come unto me to seek counsel of God. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between every man and his neighbor, and show them the ordinances of God and his laws. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, It is not well that thou doest. Thou both weariest thyself, and this people that is with thee. Ye also weary the people. For this thing is of more weight than thou art able to perform thyself alone. Hear now therefore my voice, and I will give thee counsel. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou unto the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God, and thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, thou shalt seek out among all the people men of activity, and such as fear God, true men, hating covetousness, and make them heads over the people, captains over thousands, over hundreds, over fifties, and over tens, and let them judge the people at all seasons. And every great matter that happeneth let them bring unto thee, but let them judge all small causes themselves, and so shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear with thee. If thou shalt do this thing, and God charge thee withal, thou shalt be able to endure, and yet the people shall come to their place in peace. And so Moses obeyed the voice of his father-in-law, and did all that he had said, and chose active men out of all Israel, and made them as heads over the people, namely, captains over thousands, over hundreds, over 50, and over 10. And they judged the people at all seasons, and brought the hard causes unto Moses, and judged all small matters themselves. And Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went into his own land. 19. In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai. For they were departed from Rephidim, and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched their tents in the wilderness. And there Israel abode before the mount. But Moses went up unto God. And the Lord called to him out of the mountain, saying, This shalt thou say unto the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, You have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and took you up upon eagle's wings, and have brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if you will hear my voice indeed, and keep mine appointment, you shall be mine above all nations, for all the earth is mine. You shall be unto me also a kingdom of priests and an holy people. And these are the words which thou shalt say unto the children of Israel. Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words, which the Lord commanded him. And the people answered all together, and said, All that the Lord hath said we will do. And Moses brought the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear me talking with thee, and believe thee forever. Moses showed the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the 3rd day. For the 3rd day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. And thou shalt set marks round about the people, and say, Beware that ye go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever toucheth the mount shall surely die. There shall not in hand touch it, else he shall be stoned or shot through. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trump bloweth long, then may they come up into the mountain. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified them, and they washed their clothes. And he said unto the people, Be ready against the 3rd day, and come not at your wives. And the 3rd day in the morning there was thunder and lightning, and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the host was afraid. And Moses brought the people out of the tents to meet with God, and they stood under the hill. And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord descended down upon it in fire. And the smoke thereof ascended up as the smoke of a kiln. And all the mount was exceeding fearful. And when the voice of the trump blew and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai, even in the top of the hill. And when the Lord called Moses up into the top of the hill, Moses went up. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go down, charge the people that they press not up to see the Lord, and so many of them perish. And let the priests also which come to the Lord sanctify themselves, lest the Lord destroy them. And Moses said unto the Lord, The people cannot come up into the Mount Sinai, for thou chargedst us, saying, Set marks about the hill, and sanctify it. And the Lord said unto him, Away, and get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. But let not the priests and the people presume for to come up unto the Lord, lest he destroy them. And so Moses went down unto the people, and told them. Chapter 20. The Commandments. And God spake all these words, and said, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other gods in my sight. Thou shalt make no graven image, neither any similitude that is in heaven above, or either in the earth beneath, or in the waters under the earth. Thou shalt not worship them, neither serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, and visit the sin of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and show mercy unto thousands in them that love me, and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day, that thou sanctify it. 6 days shalt thou labor, and do all that thou hast to do. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt do no manner of work, thou and thy son and thy daughter, thy manservant and thy maidservant, thy cattle, and the stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day, and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not break wedlock, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, neither shalt thou covet thy neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or his maid, or his ox, or his ass, or whatsoever thy neighbor hath. All the people saw the thunder and the lightning, and the noise of the trump, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off, and said unto Moses, Talk thou with us, and we will hear, but let not God talk with us, lest we die. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for God is come to prove you, and that his fear may be in your face, and you sin not. And the people stood afar off. And Moses went into the thick cloud where God was. And the Lord said unto Moses, Thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, Ye have seen that I have talked with you from out of heaven. Ye shall not make therefore with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make you gods of gold. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and thereon offer thy burnt offerings and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen. In all places where I shall put the remembrance of my name, thither I will come unto thee and bless thee. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, see thou make it not of hewn stone. Else, if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy filthiness be not showed thereon. And I'm going to stop here for the night. That was chapter 20 of 40, and I will continue next time. I think tomorrow. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good night or a good day. God bless you, and good night. Thank you, friends.